Alright, hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're here with another video, and today's video will be a low-level money-making guide that can make you a little bit over 550k per hour. So, this is going to be a method that actually does really help low levels, as you will be able to get about 50k crafting XP per hour and 35k magic XP on top of the 550k cash that you'll be making per hour. Now, as far as the requirements, you will need 45 crafting to be able to craft the amulets that we'll be crafting today, and in addition to that, you will need 49 magic to be able to charge them. Now, those are the only two requirements for this particular method. However, there are a lot of variations that you can have different levels for if you wish to try those yourself. With that said, the method that we will be using today will be a method of making topaz amulets and then enchanting them. Whenever you do this, you actually do make a burning amulet 3, and burning amulets actually have a really good price point on them right now. So if we go ahead and look at the prices that I paid for mine personally, it comes in at about 2100 per one, and I mean, it's not too bad. As you can see, you can buy them in bulk. For the most part, there is one thing that I would recommend though, and that's to slow buy the red topaz. They really buy pretty quickly. It didn't take me long at all to buy 2,000, and if you insta buy them, sometimes they have really crazy margins, so you may actually be paying 200 to 300 more coins than you actually need to per one, and that could hurt how much you make off of each one of these. Now, as far as what you will be doing, basically, you want to go to some sort of furnace that you can use. Personally, I'm going to be using the one in the Edgeville area, and what you're going to want to do is throw everything into your bank. Once you have it all in here, go ahead and grab out your amulet mold. You're going to want to grab 13 silver bars and 13 topaz. Run over to a smithing furnace. It can be this one or any one, obviously, and once you use the silver bar on it, you'll get an option to craft topaz amulets unstrung. Go ahead and do that. The inventories are pretty quick, and this is where you get a decent amount of crafting experience. You actually get 80 per one, and you can do a decent amount of amulets per hour. It comes out to about 600 in total, but you can do this in different ways if you want. If you only have, say, maybe 300 to 400, you'll be making those full amulets in an hour. But say if you have 1,000 like I do, I'll personally be spending about 40 minutes doing this instead and not making all the amulets in 1 hour. It'll take me more time than that. Now, what you're going to want to do, either you can continue to make all of the amulets unstrung until you have finished, or just for this example, I will now go ahead and show you what you would want to do if you have these amulets. So what you're going to want to do, if you have the amulets unstrung, go ahead and find your balls of wool, grab out 14, personally I only have 13 in my inventory right now, and then go to make all. Once you do that, you'll be stringing the amulets into topaz amulets, essentially almost completing the process. All you have to do from here is be able to cast the level 3 enchantment, and that will charge and actually make these amulets useful. One thing really weird though that is actually kind of helpful is the fact that these amulets look so much different than when they are charged. Now let me go ahead and grab some cosmic runes. You can fill up a whole inventory of this, however this is kind of the one part that does actually require some click intensive type work. As you can see, I click that and you can see a really big difference between the two. It's nice because something like emerald rings, you don't see a difference, and so you can kind of forget which ones you charge or not. The OS Buddy client also helps with that if you are doing something other than these. Now what you're going to want to do is just go ahead and enchant all the amulets, and you'll be making about 800 to 900 GP per one whenever you do this. Personally, I was paying 2100 for all of the supplies needed for each amulet. Basically, this is going to be what you would require. Every amulet that you make will have the input of these 4 items. For me, it came out to around 2100 coins, and that's how much I paid for them. However, for you, it could be higher or lower depending on the time that you're doing it. Now with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do 1,000 of these burning amulets and come back to you when I am done. One thing I'd like to add is the fact that because I'm releasing this video, there may be less of a margin on these amulets in particular. However, there are a ton of new, well, not necessarily new, but somewhat new amulets and just other jewelry within the game, so you don't necessarily need to follow this exact formula that I'm showing you. Feel free to take a look at any of these other types of amulets or any rings or anything that's coming from these new updates. There's really good margins in a lot of these, so make sure to check those before you go ahead and do this one in particular. Alright, and here we are a little while later. So I did end up selling all of the amulets, which is really nice. Disregard the dragon darts, but all of the amulets did sell for 2,968 GP, pretty much giving me a profit of 860 to 870 per one. Really nice stuff, and I mean, it is a really good money-making method for low levels, as you can make a decent amount of cash per hour, lingering between 500 to 600k, and you get a lot of XP in crafting and magic, both levels that you will need to get up whenever you're a mid-level account, or even a low-level account at that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. If there's anything you want to tell me, go ahead and comment that down below. If you guys enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you want to help me out in any other form of the way, just feel free to stop on by and say hi, whether that be on my Twitter, also in the description, Discord, also in the description, and, you know, large EXP Lamp, the clan chat. But with that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and